Okay, hey everybody. This is James Andrew Fraser with FITR Fitness, and I'm going to try to keep this as succinct as possible, hoping to get it in for 30 minutes. And if you play this at double speed, that means 15 minutes of your time. So what I want to do is just highlight what I'm offering in the Total Transformation Program, but at the same time, give you some free training for those of you that maybe don't think they want to sign up, or maybe think that they can do it alone. Follow along, and I'm going to pretty much lay out exactly what I do. To help get people the best results possible in the shortest amount of time. Okay, so as I said, Total Transformation Program, aka the Durden Effect, desk to shredded. So getting you pretty much from your desk to shredded in 4 months. You can do this yourself. However, guess what? Usually using a coach is going to get you better and faster results. But obviously, this is free training. I'm not going to be asking for a credit card. There's no selling of anything. I'm pretty much just want to show you how I do it, how I've gotten my clients results, and how you can too. And at the end of this, if you feel like you're interested in possibly working with me, we should hop on a call, and I'll talk all about that in a bit. Okay, so who am I? Why do I have a voice in this space? So I'm a certified personal trainer. Great. But guess what? Since I've been about 5 years old or something, I've been an athlete. Was an athlete for my whole life, pretty much played every sport. But guess what? After a few injuries, I pretty much went to the gym to start getting that, physical release and challenging myself that way after I really couldn't play any contact sports anymore without getting injured. Did the usual typical route, got a degree in finance, but I've always wanted to be an actor. So after a year of working in a bank, I decided, hey, let's do the dream thing. And guess what? That's how I became a certified personal trainer. When I came to the States, I'm Canadian originally. I was like, how am I going to make a living? And one of the guys that was in my conservatory suggested personal training. I was really avid in the gym, and I worked at a high-end luxury gym for a number of years, and I started my own in-person independent business in about 2020 during COVID, and here I am. Now I'm looking to do the transition to mostly online, and hoping that you can be one of my clients, and if not, that you get a lot of good information from me and you refer other people to come follow me, check me out online, and maybe some other potential clients. So what really inspired me to really take my fitness level to the next game was COVID. In 2 months, you'll see I gained a lot of weight. But right now I'm a 6-figure business owner for in-person, but I pretty much capped out. So that's why another reason online is very important to me, because I like to grow this business and help more people get results. And I know I work with lots of people for years, and you can only help so many people. So if I go online, then I can really scale, help more people get better results, and just make more of an impact. So that's why I'm now an online fitness founder. Okay, as you can see, this is my little transformation roughly, but this isn't actually how bad it was. That picture is not actually from COVID. That picture is from years before when I was on the bulking and cutting phase. I learned I was 3% body fat around that time, and that freaked me the F out because I didn't realize that could happen to me. But during COVID, I was actually probably about 10 pounds heavier than this on the left-hand side, and that was the worst I've ever looked in my life. And I decided to take action, and then boom, ended up being on the right-hand side there, and I'm roughly walking around exactly like that, fluctuating a bit. But yeah, all right, so let's get into it. All right, so here's my COVID transformation like I talked about. Pretty much, I gained 22 pounds in 2 months from sitting on my butt and pretty much eating all the food that I wanted to eat. Sour Patch Kids, whatever, just having fun, writing, doing the other actor stuff that's really just sitting down, didn't have access to a gym. And then I really thought about, oh my God, I gained 20 pounds in 2 months. What are these people that are working at a desk day in and day out? What are they dealing with? How much weight are they gaining? Are they gaining like 50 pounds, 100 pounds? Are they like stagnating? What's happening? And I was like, this is like something I really felt passionately about. I want to help these people because guess what? That's not fair. These jobs are forcing you to stay at a desk all day. You should not be having to deal with the health consequences of that. You should be able to know what to do to take action and change your life. So I did take action. I implemented some stuff. Obviously, being a personal trainer, I figured out, okay, guess what? I need to get off my butt and do some things. Totally changed my diet, worked out 6 days a week, just body weight because I didn't have access to the gym. And within, 0.313 months, I lost 15 pounds. And then another 3.5 months after, so a total of 102 days since I took action, I lost 18.2 pounds. And as you can see, there's just my little body weight scale showing you how I went down. So currently I'm roughly running around about 196 pounds, 195 pounds. I'm at 7.8% body fat. You can see here on my left-hand side is my in-body, which is 99.9% accurate. So just showing you all my stats of who I am right now and where I'm sitting at. So I'm lifting heavier, I'm setting new PRs, and I pretty much have the best aesthetics I've ever had in my life, which is amazing. And all because I went to the other extreme during COVID, and it really showed me that with a few consistent changes in my diet and my approach, I could really be walking around pretty much almost in my dream physique daily, every day. So I want that for you, and I want that for everybody out there. So guess what? It's 100% attainable, and I'm not special. I just took action, and so can you, all right? You just need a proven roadmap to follow, and that's where I come in. So my promise to you is I'm not gonna sell you anything here. I just want you to really listen, go through this 30-minute training as fast as I can, and just give you as much information as I can, outline kind of what I do in the Total Transformation Program. And if you're interested, hit me up. Let's get a free 30-minute call. Worst case scenario, you get some even more advice, and I get some more specific details about you and how I can help you, or just how I can give you some information that you can take and help yourself. All right, so why are you here? If you're actually watching this, you probably are thinking that you need to change yourself, specifically, probably physically. But guess what? You need to have a goal. You need to have an actual reason why you want to change yourself, or else you're never going to change yourself. Life is so stressful, and you need to really be thinking about, we are emotional beings, we are emotional creatures, and you need to take that and find a goal, specific goal, and execute. First, obviously, is the mental creation of the future self, of your dream self, and then the second is the actual attainment of that, the physical creation, the work, right? So always begin with the end in the mind, from Stephen Covey, because if you don't have a specific vision, like Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about in that really famous online YouTube speech, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to stagger around, and you're going to get less than desirable results. So as you can see, there's myself on the left implementing this system that I did that I'm now giving to everybody online. And here's just some of the results that I've helped with some clients from my in-person side. And here's a couple guys that are actually started up with me recently through my online training. Nobody's unique, nobody's special. Everybody has advantages, strengths, and disadvantages, right? And you just need to apply a certain proven framework, specifically targeting what you need to do to get the results. So as you might have heard in the past, or might have done in the past, or maybe you just think this is the way to do it. Lots of people confuse being fit and weight loss and fat loss with just burning calories. And that necessarily isn't a really good approach. That's why lots of people spend years, days, and hours on the treadmill, like this guy here on the left here, and they don't see very good results. It's because technically what you really need to be doing is you need to be prioritizing resistance training. I'm not saying cardio, you should get rid of cardio. That's not it at all. Cardio should be part of your program. However, if you're not resistance training, you are really setting yourself up for failure, because muscle eats fat. Pretty much what that means is muscle increases your basal metabolic rate, how much calories you burn per day. The more muscle you have on your frame, the more calories you're going to burn. Right? And then also you're going to strengthen your whole body, you're going to improve posture, you're going to do all that kind of stuff, which is also all in my program here. And that's what happens when you are staying active, resistance training. You're able to actually strengthen your whole physique, improve function, and save yourself from the aging process. And you're not going to be crash dieting like this. It's just simple, basic nutrition. No calorie counting, no macros. Don't do that unless you're really specific, want to get on a specific thing, your fitness model or anything. I don't think that is a really good approach, because it just makes you stressed out and you're worried about if you can eat a piece of pizza. No, that's not the right approach for sustainable long-term results. And that's what we want for you. All right? Bang. So here, part of the FITR program and part of just life in general and getting results is you need to change your life in order to change your body. What I mean is not change everything about your life. You're just doing certain things right now that are setting you up to stay where you are. You probably know what those things are. Maybe it's going out and partying too much. Maybe it's eating out every meal, never cooking. Maybe it's never going to the gym. Maybe it's buying that gym membership and never going. Maybe it's just going to the gym and playing on your phone for 30 minutes and not even breaking a sweat. You know where you need to change, and you have to change those habits and behaviors in order to change your body, your results, right? It's going to take a lot of hard work, but guess what? Results are guaranteed to happen. Guaranteed. If you actually show up in the gym and you keep moving weight, even if you don't change anything else and you'll just show up in the gym, you will achieve results. How fast you achieve those results is how compliant, how strict you are, how focused you are, how many things you have in your ducks in a row. The more focused, the more of a game plan you have, the faster you will achieve results. That's why working with a coach such as myself is highly recommended, because guess what? We're going to get you those results fast as possible, because that's going to make us look successful, and that's going to achieve you getting your results. And guess what? You're probably going to tell somebody else about how amazing the results you achieved with us were, and we get more business that way. Win-win-win for everybody. So results happen, but you just need to be consistent and compliant, and eventually they start to snowball, okay? Amazing results that last are attainable if you stick with it, okay? So here's some people that have worked with me. Like I showed you these two guys. They're on different type of programs, right? So for instance, the gentleman in the middle, working with me for 6 weeks, he's lost 8 pounds, but he's only working out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. Now we got him up to 45 minutes. Gentleman on the right, he is working out with us, started 1 hour, 3 times a week, following pretty much all my nutrition guidelines, my exact program. And in 1 week, he's lost 5 pounds. As you can see, it's pretty much 5 pounds of pure fat, as you can see in his belly. Now, here's one of my in-person clients that I have. She has been working out with me for years, but this is pretty much her first year with me. She was only working out 1 time a week for 30 minutes, but was super strict on her nutrition program. Now, if this is somebody who you are, you can still continue watching this free training. If you're only able to commit 1 time a week to work out, you can still achieve great results. However, I'm not particularly looking to train or work with you in the Total Transformation Program. Nothing against you. I'm just wanting people that are going to make some significant changes fast so I can get better results, and who want to actually do a huge total transformation in a really quick amount of time. Obviously, this is the type of people that really just want to make a change. They need to make it now. And guess what? Results can still be attained that way. However, obviously, it's not really worth your while to work with a coach if you're only going to be working out 1 time a week, right? So keep watching if you want some more information. But if you're landing on the other two side of the screen here, you're more likely going to be eligible for the Total Transformation Program. All right. So going more in depth into that, who's that for? I have pictures of men here. I'm not just looking for men. Obviously, if you're a they, if you're a she, please continue watching. Obviously, this is more geared towards men, but that doesn't mean that you can't apply. If you want to get ripped and you want to lose some fat, if you want to build a little bit of muscle, you can totally be part of this program. It's just, obviously, this is easy just to show. Obviously, you're supposed to be training the earlier version of yourself, which is me. So that's why I have male pictures here. But obviously, everybody out there, please continue. You're welcome, more than welcome to work with me. So running in here, maybe obviously, if you can see, everybody has a laptop out. I'm really targeting people that are super stressed, overweight, depressed. Guess what? Because they feel like they can't do anything. They feel like they're losing control of their physique, their physical health, due to the stress of working 9 to 5, or now it's like a 9 to 9, whatever that may be. So if you want to take massive action, that's why this massive action, like 3 times a week minimum, is a big part of this plan, because I like massive action. I like massive results. I want to see people that are super pumped and taking massive action, because this is only a really 3, 4, or 5 month program, depending on where you are. And if you want to take 2 years to do it, it's going to be not really cost effective for you. All right. We want to see good results in a short amount of time. So right now, if you're going to the gym, but you're not seeing results, you're probably going to be really great for this program. And anyone, if you have been to the gym ever in your life, but you can't get back in there, you're too stressed, you're too overwhelmed, but you know you got to do something, or else you're going to end up looking like Santa Claus, stay tuned, okay? But guess what? This is all going to take work, but I'm here to help you. I know what it is. Sitting behind a desk during COVID made me really think about helping you type of people out there that are strapped to the desk, strapped to the laptop all day, and I want you to get results, and I want you to have the best possible life possible, and possible again. So 3 key shifts you need to do to achieve the best results and keep them for life. Okay, as you can see here, you can see the 2 smaller pictures in the back. How you eat, not eating too small like this guy, not eating too much, tracking what you eat, eating healthy. How do you train? It's not just training your biceps like I see so many people doing in the gym. You need to be working in a smarter, more effective approach. And then big picture, that's supposed to mindset, mind shift in your mindset. So that's the big picture. Why? Because that is the most important goal and area that I think most people don't focus on. Getting into that. So the 4 main problems. Why are you in the situation? Obviously, other than just being strapped to a desk all day, here's some other issues why maybe you have a goal in mind, a fitness goal, but you haven't attained it yet. You have no specific why and or no specific goal. Like I was talking about before, we are emotional creatures. We need to have a reason why we want to lose 30 pounds. What can you do after you learn the 30 pounds? Maybe you'll be able to buy that dress you've always wanted. Maybe you're going to go take a vacation. Maybe you're going to feel better about yourself. Maybe you have the vision of who you want to be, right? So look at, you want to be Wolverine? Guess what? Hugh Jackman definitely had an idea in mind when he set out to create that physique, right? Without a specific goal, he would just be floundering around like the first X-Men movie. Sorry, movie geek talking right now. Or the guy on the bottom left. He is working out. Why? To actually prevent death. He is so morbidly obese that if he doesn't do something, he is going to die. So he knows that. Maybe not tomorrow, but he's definitely going to be a shortened life. So he needs to lose weight in order to survive. It needs to be that important to you, right? And first, you might have to hijack your brain, because your brain's not going to want to burn the calories, because we are in survival mode. Our brain is a survival survival organ. It's telling you not to burn calories because we want to conserve calories to stay alive for longer. But guess what? You need to hijack it with that emotion, with that why, with that goal, and you need to take charge. Because once you have that emotion tied to it, you're going to tell your brain you're in charge and you're going to do it. And then eventually, hopefully, you'll be holding hands, moving towards a similar goal together. All right? So this is the other big problem, is you're letting your job or your other family or your commitments or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever it is take control of your time. You need to be prioritizing these workouts, your physical activity time, as important as anything else in the day. Probably even more important. Every meeting that you have for work, guess what? It is just as important. And if you're not putting a specific time in it and scheduling it, if it's before work, if it's after work, if it's your lunch hour even, and you're not keeping schedule and track of that, guess what? You're setting yourself up for failure, and you are not going to achieve your results. You are just as important as everybody else around you, and if you don't take care of yourself, guess what? You're going to be feeling depressed, you're going to gain weight, and you're just going to feel like you are not happy. And that's because you are not taking priority in yourself and in your health first. Obviously, nutrition is a huge important part of this. If you're eating like crap, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to gain weight, and you're going to feel even more like crap, and then you're going to keep eating crap. It's just a cyclical cycle, okay? And we have lots of guys out there that are these fitness guys that are saying you can eat whatever you want. Guess what? Once you get results and once you get through this program or total transformation, once you get to a certain desired physique, guess what? It is so much easier to keep that. But if you're need to lose 20 pounds and you're eating McDonald's and you're working out and you're wondering why you're not getting results, it's because you need to be strict. And this is I want people that take massive action. You need to take massive action quick, 3, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it is. And then after that, you're going to be in a place where you can maybe have a cheat here and there. Obviously, some of my clients still cheat on the weekends. They do here, they have junk food, they have a beer, whatever it is. But the less of that you do, the more results you're going to get, right? And it's not about eating nothing, and it's not about eating as much high-calorie stuff as possible. I'll talk more about nutrition in a bit. It's all about eating frequently and healthy, okay? At least for me, and that's what I push for my clients. So, big thing is that the current version of yourself must die for you to achieve your true potential. Holy crap, that is sounding super morbid and intense, and guess what? It kind of is. So I'm not saying that like everything about you has to die, but you have to look in the mirror, and if you're not happy with what you're seeing, you need to know that who you are right now needs to change or die for you to be the true potential, the dream version of yourself. You have to change daily habits, you have to change your routine, you have to change your diet, you have to change all these versions of yourself. If you think of yourself as lazy, as fat, as boring or as, a party guy, or I like to go drink 20 drinks with my friend, on the weekend. These images that you have are not true. These are what you tell yourself in order to justify who you are right now. You need to change those to your ideal version of yourself. This is why setting goals, setting a why is so important, because you need to change the vision of yourself you have now to the vision of who you want to be, who you actually are. And that is your reality. And that's who you want to be. And that's the person that goes to the gym. That's the person that eats right. That's the person that has fun, but in moderation, right? And that's the person that keeps commitment to themselves, okay? For instance, Jeff Bezos, he wanted to turn himself into a jacked guy. So he did, from a nerd to a jacked guy. And maybe if you want to turn yourself into Zac Efron so you can get some much needed attention, that's cool too. Whatever your motivation is, just know that you cannot keep everything the same. Your lifestyle must change in order for you to change, okay? So this is the unfortunate reality that you're dealing with. Most people out there that I'm talking to, you're working at a laptop just like I'm looking at right now, and you're strapped to it 12 hours a day. Here's a little word of advice that I can give you for free. Please just get a standing desk, stand for half the day, sit for half the day. This is going to be life-changing for you. Sitting is the new smoking. If you haven't heard that already, there's a TED Talk about it. Please, 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 this is game changer for you. Even if you don't take anything else from this, please just start thinking about getting up on your feet at least for half the day when you're on your laptop working. The desk life is setting you up for failure because you're not burning calories, you're getting stressed out, you're working for other people that don't really prioritize you or your health. You're just a number. And the reason they're giving you a standing desk now is because they know that sitting at a desk for 12 hours a day is killing people. It is literally killing people. So that's why they're like, oh, we better start giving people standing desk options so that they don't sue us, because that's the type of environment you're living in. So you need to take ownership of your health and your life, because these people do not care, right? They will take everything from you if you let them, okay? So this is the old model, okay? You actually wanted to take some action, you want to do something different with your life. Guess what? You're going to either do it yourself at your house, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to probably struggle. You might get form wrong. You might take years to do this. You might slip back. It's not the greatest option. You might go to the gym where there's actually more equipment, where you think you can actually, get better results. But if you don't know what you're doing in the gym, you could be literally stagnating in there forever, right? And also, you might get results, but it might not be the results you really want, and you might be achieving them in a longer period of time. Or you could get a trainer. Sounds like a great idea. I was an in-person trainer. I still am an in-person trainer. And I worked in big, high-end luxury gyms. But guess what? Lots of these trainers are overworked, underpaid, and they don't really care about you. You're probably one of 20 other clients, probably maybe 30 other clients that they have, just so that they can pay their rent, all right? They're starting in there. It's highly competitive. You're gonna probably, if you're not paying top dollar, which is like $200 an hour, you're probably working with a junior trainer that maybe doesn't even have a certification, that has 0 years of training experience. So this is what you could be dealing with, okay? And they're not really prioritized about you getting results. They're prioritized about you continuing to train with them, all right? So think about that. I'll talk about that later. So how are you gonna succeed? What you need to do is you need to get a simple, easy, convenient, proven system that's going to give you the best results possible, all right? And easy is always doesn't mean no hard work during the workouts. It just means that everything is set up for you. You just show up, you do it, and you get results. Great. So this is the new model. So instead of buying time with a personal trainer like I was talking about previously, you buy results, right? Using technology, I send you, or whoever sends you, exactly what you need to eat, exactly how you need to work out, with video instructions, tutorials. Everything is tracked through an app. Here's some screenshots of mine, and you get results, and they're guaranteed, like they are with me. Or you can continue to do yourself, limited results, or you could go to a gym and maybe go or not go, or you could invest in a trainer that maybe cares about you, maybe doesn't, maybe he's good, maybe they're not, maybe you have no idea. Or you can go with somebody that's going to guarantee you results, right? Online, directly to your phone, exactly everything you need to do, 24/7 support. Bang. So, all right, that aside, what do you need to do? So you need to set yourself up for success, all right? And how do you do that? Mindset, right? You need to know exactly how you need to work out in order to achieve the results you've never achieved before. And you need to change your nutrition, simple, easy, clean, so that you can set yourself up to have a diet that you can keep for life. Right. So mindset. This is the piece that all successful people never forget about, but a lot of unsuccessful people always forget about or ignore. I've been very guilty of that numerous times, and the more I focus on my mindset, the more results I achieve. Right? Get a goal, get a why tied to your heart. What are you gonna give yourself a treat when you get it? Right? Like for me, for instance, when I get to my business through a certain thing, I'm gonna take a trip. Right? Stuff like that. You need to make sure that there's a specific why tied behind it, and why do you want to look this certain way? Obviously, looking good as an actor is great for me. So what is that for you? Change your life, okay? So now you need the program. Obviously, this is a lot of information. This is really just going into my whole in-depth about how I set you up on my app to succeed, and then obviously everything's customized for you. But obviously, the 3 people on the right, if you need, 34-year-old guy needs to lose 15, 20 pounds of fat. If you're in your 30s, you need to lose 20, 30 pounds of fat. If you're in your 40s, you need to lose 20, 30 pounds of fat. This is a great program for you. So I'll go through this really briefly so you can also implement it yourself if you'd like. If you'd like to work with us, stay tuned. Okay, so first you need a goal, a why. I highly recommend a goal journal. Dream journals are actually cool too, right? And you need to set yourself up for success every day. Meditate, focus on the why. Vision board is amazing. Really, really works. Then, for instance, if you're just starting right from the couch, you haven't worked out in the gym for a long, long time, I would highly recommend just starting off with a body weight program 3 days a week, and then probably just doing 10,000 steps a day. Walking is huge for weight loss, okay? And then once you get primed and ready, then you start going into the gym, because the gym resistance with weights is highly, highly effective. It's way better than cardio, as I said before, so you get into the gym and you start working out that way. First, you would start off with just lighter weights, kettlebells, dumbbells, lighter implements. And once you get familiar with all the different movements and stuff like that, I would say probably then you would change into more compound movements, using a barbell, heavier stuff, obviously making sure that you're safe and you know exactly how you're doing. You'd start doing more exercises like that, because guess what? That is going to take what you've done before, and now we're going to put it to the max, and you're going to burn a lot of calories, okay? And you're going to be building a lot of muscle. And then next, you're going to take what you've learned from those barbell heavier lifts, and then you're going to apply cardio to resistance training. So it's pretty much working out higher reps, doing the same lifts, compound lifts, engaging your whole body, working out your whole body pretty much in almost in every exercise, and you are going to get ripped. This is kind of how Bruce Lee trained, and you saw Bruce Lee, he is ripped as F. Okay, kind of like little Mr. Brad Pitt over here. This is kind of the physique that I'm looking to translate into or transfer into all my clients. Those are the kind of results that I want for every person that comes in here. Obviously, if you're a they or if you're a she, a little bit different, but lean, toned, and then if you want to get bigger from that point, then we can continue to talk and train together and tweak it as we go. If you want to look like Wolverine or Chris Hemsworth, totally attainable, but first you got to get a base, and it's easiest to lean out and stay toned. And this is kind of a look that is very easy to maintain through time, obviously, and you don't have to spend hours and hours in the gym. Nutrition, okay, huge. Pretty much I say eat a whole food plant-based diet with protein. So as you can see, this picture here is pretty much it. Everybody knows how to eat well. What is different is that I say you need to eat 3 meals and 3 snacks, eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. And then also the big thing is eating to your 80% full. Obviously, if you're looking to build muscle, this is a little bit different. Most people are looking to lose weight, so that's what I'm kind of aiming at here, but I do work with people that are looking to build muscle. So building muscle, you really want to make sure that you're eating 1 gram of protein per every per every pound of desired body weight. 185 pounds you want to be, you need to be eating 185 grams of protein, okay? Intermittent fasting, really popular these days. However, I tried it for a bit, I just got fat. I know other people, like for instance, my friend Colin there, that was one of the guys, the guy that lost 5 pounds in a week. He was intermittent fasting with another program when he first started seeing me. He changed, and look at the results. It's really a way for people just to not eat meals, and then your metabolism pretty much just starts thinking it's starving, and you start gaining weight. You have to really do it really well and really efficiently, and also you have to be eating the right things, or else you're going to just maintain fat. All right, moving on. All right, here's one of my in-person clients that I worked with for a while, and I'm still working for him right now. He gave me a nice little, before and after pic. Pretty much just saying that, hey, he lost 35 pounds with me in 6 months, and I'm an amazing trainer, okay? This was specifically, he had a goal and a why. It was for his wedding, and he achieved it, And now he can always look back on those photos, and I am super happy that I was a part of that. And he had the goal, he had the why, and that's what's going to make it happen for you too. Okay. So you can keep doing the same thing like Albert Einstein says, and you can just be insane, or you can take action, change yourself. You don't have to work with me. I want to work with you if you meet the guidelines and if we think we're a good fit. I just love helping people doing this stuff because I saw how my life changed, and I want that same change in your life. I want you to feel like you can accomplish anything, because guess what? You can if you set your mind to it. And then here's like Steve Jobs says too. Obviously, everybody, if you're listening to everybody at your desk, at your job, saying everything sucks, everything is lame, I don't have any time, you're gonna keep being depressed. You're gonna keep looking for people and results that are going to prove that it's okay to be overweight, and it's okay to be unhappy, and it's okay to be depressed. That's just part of life. Guess what? It isn't. You only live once, that we know about, and you need to take action so that you're happy. Guess what? Maybe after you get in this physical shape, you might leave your job. Maybe you're not. Maybe you love your job, but you're so overwhelmed. You don't want to take action. But guess what? As soon as you change your physicality, your life, you look in the mirror, you feel good about yourself, everything, absolutely everything in your life is going to change for the better. And I am proof of that. So here's another one of my in-person clients that says I'm so great. She pretty much went from a 20 to an 8. As I talked about her earlier, she isn't really taking massive action, but she took action. So everybody out there that doesn't want to necessarily commit to this total transformation, guess what? This is her and her results over 1 year, dropping, what is that? Oh my God, 12 dress sizes? My God, that's ridiculous, right? And she only worked out one time a week. But she could probably achieve these results with me in probably half the time if she listened to what I was doing, if she joined the Total Transformation Program. But she wanted to do it on her terms, and I was happy to help her, all right? So last but not least, you got to just take action, okay? You can waste time. You can end up being like this guy here that's 70 years old, and you're like 50 pounds overweight, and guess what? You probably don't have as much time to live as somebody else that is not sitting with that much body fat around their waistline. And this is just harsh realities. This is the truth. And guess what? If you want to be great, if you want to achieve great results, you need a great coach. Like Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Dwayne Wade all had Tim Grover, amazing, probably the most legendary PT in the biz. But obviously, I'm not saying I am Tim Grover, but I'm just going to tell you that I care just as much about your success as my success. And I'm sure he did too. All right. So I want you on board. I want to work with you. I want to talk with you. And then I guess let's just hop on a phone call and make it happen. And if that's something that's interesting to you, let's do it. And obviously, to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Denzel. All right. Super true. If you never worked with a coach before, if you never invested in your health, guess what? It's your most important asset, and you will not be disappointed. Everything in your life will change. All right. So here it is. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So if you want to continue this conversation, if you're interested in working with me, let's book a free 30-minute chat. And we can just review where you are currently, what's your fitness plan, what are you doing, if anything, and where you want to go. And then I can pretty much troubleshoot for you, okay, what program I think would be best for you in the Total Transformation umbrella at FITR Fitness. And I can just pretty much let you know what's your potential and where you could go within that time frame. Obviously, depending on what you want to do. If you're wanting to look more jacked, build some muscle, great. If you're wanting to lose fat, that's another option, right? So those are the two type of people I'm really looking for. Mostly people are probably out there are probably looking to lose weight, and I'm an expert at that. And if at the end of the phone call, I'm certain that you're somebody that's really motivated, wants to take massive action, that's ready to make an investment in themselves, in their future, and in their health, then I will make you an offer, and I will build you your custom workout plan based on the Total Transformation guidelines. As you can see, here's somebody who's taken action. This is my buddy Colin. 1 week, lost 5 pounds, pretty much all from his waistline. And he's still enjoying a few beers on the weekends, even though to my dismay. But, we gotta all have fun. Here's another person. Dave, he lost 8 pounds in 6 weeks, and he started off just doing 30 minutes a week. This is more the couch to shredded. He wasn't in the gym, a little less gym experience than the last guy, Colin, but he's still eating his junk food 2 times a week, right? As you can see, 8 pounds of fat is huge, huge. Look at his belly. It's insane, and it's only gonna get better. All right, so if you want my help, you can use my email down below, jamesandrewfraser@fitterfitness.com. There should be a button down below this video as well to take you directly to sign up for a free fitness call, or just hit up my website at fitterfit.com. And there'll also be a button there too as well where you can sign up for a free fitness call. And I believe this is also going to be embedded there as well, and some other free training information. And guess what? This is guaranteed to work. And I guarantee it will work for you, or I will work with you until it does. All right? Pro bono until you get your guaranteed results. It's 15 pounds of fat in 4 months, and it's 10 pounds of muscle, right? Whichever one you want to build. Obviously, 15 pounds of fat loss is going to be really great. As you can see, 8 pounds of fat loss pretty much changed his whole physique. So just wait. Those are the results. And obviously, if you work even harder, guess what? You're going to achieve even more. So just remember, set yourself up for success with mindset, getting goal setting tools, vision board, goal journal, a why. Maybe set up a whole little, each landmark, you lose 5 pounds, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna treat yourself? This is all really fun stuff that you can do that's gonna help you enjoy the journey. Then obviously get a game plan on your workout routine. Like I said, compound movements, starting off with body weight and then slowly moving up into more heavier. And then obviously just using those implements, barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, total body 3 times a week for an hour is all you need, plus a little bit of 10,000 steps per day. The more compliant you are with that, the more results you're gonna get. Simple nutrition, whole food, plant-based with additional protein to make sure you're supplementing that to get the results. And guess what? If you're working with FITR Fitness, the results will be guaranteed. And if you're working by yourself, the results will be based on your compliance. We're gonna be here to support you if you choose to hop on a free call. And we want to just give you some more advice, point you in the right direction. And if you're able to work with us, if we think you're going to be a good fit, then we will get you on the road to your dream body, to your fitness goals ASAP. All right. So obviously hop on a call, sign up, and let's see if we can be a good fit. All right. So get the program, get the total transformation, and you can get the results that will last, and that's guaranteed. All right. So change your body. Change your mind, change yourself, change your life. This is FITR Fitness. This is James Andrew Fraser signing off. Looking forward to hearing from you soon.